This is the CounterCycle Tune Mass Damper by CounterShocks. If you've been following any of the World Cup downhill series in the last couple of weeks, you'll notice that this is being used on quite a lot of bikes. So I got one of these. I've ridden it for the past week or so. And when I say I'm impressed, that barely covers anything. So let's dive in and find out what exactly this is, what it does, and why you're going to be seeing a lot of these in the future. So what is a Tune Mass Damper? What exactly is this? So I'm just going to read directly from Pink Bike's article on this and give you the exact definition. In its most basic form, it consists of a weight suspended between springs positioned inside a dynamic structure. As the structure moves, the sprung weight moves in the opposite direction, out of phase with it. In doing so, it reduces the amplitude of the structure's oscillations, bringing it back to a neutral state earlier on. It effectively damps the structure's movement. So, one of the things I noticed right away was how all the hits and like curb-like big rocks were just, they felt muted, and it felt like someone just kind of rounded them off. But we'll get into that later in terms of my first impressions and what I saw when testing this on some downhill runs. So how is this set up and mounted to the bike? So as you can see from these photos, it's pretty straightforward. The mount goes on the steering tube, fork tube, just underneath the stem. You remove one of the spacers, put the mount on, and then this gets clamped in like so, as you can see in these photos. And most of the device is actually below the clamp. So this all hangs down. And if you're wondering, should it go this way or this way? There is a sticker on the bottom that says bottom. So there is a vertical, it needs to be oriented the correct way. So there is a top and a bottom to the device. You just clamp it in, snug it up, and go ride. All right, guys, so before I jump into my first impressions and what I think of this device, I want to show you two quick clips on the same run. It's Follow Me. It's a double black diamond run at Mammoth Mountain, up off Lincoln Mountain. And day one, the first clip is going to be day one on the CounterCycle. Second clip is going to be day two on the CounterCycle. Now, both days, I'm not trying to set any records or do a PR, but just for note, the first time down, I matched my fastest time ever. Second time down on it, I improved that by 10 seconds. And the week before, I had adjusted my suspension in a way that it was perfect for the run, but it was actually a little too harsh to ride. And you'll notice that I talk about with the CounterCycle, it took that harshness away, and I can run a firmer setup with less impact to the body or to the rider. So go ahead and let's jump in and we'll take a look at those two.
Let's get my wits about me. Let's do Follow Me, and we'll see how this feels. And I've got one squeaky ass coil right now. All right. Whoa, that was not a good entry at all. Oh, yeah, the hits don't feel as sharp, let's say. Definitely feel like I'm carrying more speed through here, but you know, who knows? I'm also not as tired as I usually am. Oh, that wasn't smooth. Okay, I'm not in the right gear. Yeah, I definitely can feel, it feels muted a little bit. Yeah, I don't feel so much shock up in the shoulders, I would say. So it does feel a little bit softer. Nothing crazy, but every little bit helps, right? Oh, new line choice there. Oh, I'm not very clean on that. Oh man. Whew. Okay, up and over. And this is always fucking rough through here. Okay. Oh, a little brake check. Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, felt like less harsh. My hands hurt a little bit, but way less shock to the upper body. So yeah, I think I'm gonna keep riding with it. So pretty impressed. I felt faster, but could just be I took 2 days off from riding it. Yeah, I like it. So I'm gonna say thumbs up. I'm gonna ride it every day all week, see what happens. All right, let's see how she goes. How she rolls with one noisy coil. All right. All right. Oh yeah. Definitely going way faster than I'm used to riding on this stuff or on this route. So that's a big, whoa, improvement. Not good there. And this is one section I'm trying to figure out the fastest line through, because that doesn't look like that's it. Whoa, yeah. That was definitely faster than I'm used to. Same there. Definitely hitting some new lines. Oh shit, fuck me. All right, I slow it down a little bit, get in control. Slow down, Mark. Okay. Tape everywhere. Whoa, what's going on here? Over the line. Oops. All right. Get clear of the tape. Whoa, that wasn't smooth. And this is where it's always been rough and hard to go fast for me. Yeah, a little gnarly. Whoa, front got a little crazy there. All right. Whew. Oh yeah, nice. That went fast. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah. All right, so day 16. Riding with the CounterCycle's. Definitely feel like I'm getting more flow through there. Just holding more consistent speed. I'm not as worn out. Really, really impressed with this thing. I don't think it's mental. So, yeah, super stoked on that. Super stoked.
All right, so those were my first 2 runs with the CounterCycle device installed on my Evil SL. Same trail, everything the same pressure in the tires. Shock setup was absolutely the same, front and back. I tried to do it at the same time of day, so the lighting was the same too. Trail conditions did not change whatsoever. But the one thing I noticed the most was just how muted, that's the word I keep bringing up, it basically just kind of like softens everything. And the reason I even bought this, and when I looked at it and I emailed Nathan Looney, the owner of the company, the guy who invented it, I was like, do you have any data that kind of shows what this is doing or what the effects of this are? And he sent me this graph, which basically showed that at the hands, it was a 20% reduction in big hits. So hitting a, blunt object, root, rock, anything with a square edge, it was reducing the amount of the force by 20%. Now, if that was even half true or a quarter true, even 5% would be amazing. So I figured, you know what, if this is even remotely close to doing what it says it does, I'm going to get it and give it a whirl. And I'm glad that I did because it's pretty amazing. All right, so who is this for? Definitely for people that love to push and go fast and ride rough terrain. If you enjoy technical downhill, double blacks, things with rock gardens, you ride enduro and or downhill, or you race either of those, I would highly recommend checking one of these out. Also, if you're old like me, the less abuse on your body, the better. So I love to go as fast as I can. I'm always chasing Strava times, even though I'm, definitely not the fastest. But the less abuse on your body, the more runs you can do, the faster you can go, the quicker you'll recover. And when you're 58 years old like me, today's my birthday, that makes a big difference. So that's who I think the target audience is. If you like to try new tech, this is definitely something you're going to enjoy. I am always looking for marginal gains and looking for new technology that I can showcase on the channel and show you guys what it is. I think this is something that's absolutely brand new to mountain biking. It's not an old take on, or a new take on old technology, kind of like the SRAM derailleurs with the new SRAM transmission. It's still a derailleur, it's still hanging off the side of the bike, and still can get whacked off, you know, with a tree or a rock. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to absolutely be doing another video on this. I want to do a deep dive into the technology, the science, and what is actually going on with this device when it's mounted to the front of the bike. So if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more of these, definitely hit subscribe. I'm going to be doing a bunch more on this. And as always, sorry, I'm losing my voice. As always, if you have questions or comments, please leave them down below. I will absolutely get to them. And again, thanks for joining the mark list and giving this a watch. Go ride your bikes, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks a lot.